Next up on the call is Darrell Asberry, Texas Southern head football coach. As TSU fell short to Southern 31 to 24, this week they'll take a trip to Itta and face Mississippi Valley State at 1 p.m. Good morning, Coach Asberry. Are you with us?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach. If you could talk about your game with Southern this past week and preview Mississippi Valley.
It was a it was a tough loss this past weekend. I thought our kids had a great week of practice. We're a young football team with maybe about 90% red shirts and true freshmen out there. It was a tough loss. It's just that's two teams that we've let get out of our backyard, Alcorn and Southern, by a touchdown, and then you lose to A&M by 2 points. So you're talking about three tough losses by total about 16 points, maybe 17 points. And then you take this football team from the beginning of the season, you look at it now. I think a tremendous improvement with my coaching staff as well as these kids have really turned it around. We just need to learn how to win now and finish and play four quarters. I thought we played 3.5 good quarters, and a turnover here and penalties hurt us. I was looking at the penalty chart. It's amazing that we had 10 penalties, 110 yards, and they only had 7 for 40 yards. And I can remember going into the locker room, I asked the officials, I don't mind the flags, we just call it both ways. And then I think a crucial touchdown. I think our first possession, we go down and score, and they call holding, and I'm still looking for the holding on the film as we speak now. And then they go down, and the back line judge calls a touchdown that clearly on film shows he didn't get in. So, you take those type of plays and to a young football team, and it's bad enough that they're fighting. Those kind of things can break the back of a young team at times. But the guys fought back. We kept fighting, and we just didn't come out on the short end. We came out on the short end of the stick. I think this conference need to invest in instant replay. If we want to be Division One. I think those are games that instant replay need to be invested in, and not the university invested in it. I think the conference needs to invest in it. They're the ones with all the money. The schools have enough financial difficulties. So if we want to be Division One, those kind of things need to be invested in because it really could have helped this week, and not only this week, the Alcorn week. And I'm sure I'm not the only coach that feels like that. They may not speak on it, but I am going to speak on it. It was a tough loss, and leading up into the game on this week going down the valley, we just want to try to pick up on a positive note from the end of this game, and hopefully we can carry over. And we're going down with the intentions to win. I just feel this football team it needs a victory. It needs one bad right now.
Floor is now open for Darrell Asberry, head football coach at Texas Southern.
Hey, Coach, good morning to you. Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting.
Yes, sir.
Coach, when you step out and take a stand for your team, how does it make you feel in terms of sticking up for your players? Also knowing that, I guess, the conference does have challenges so far as instant replay is concerned, and there are some other conferences on this level using instant replay. So has that ever been discussed internally with the administration and with the league itself?
As far as I know, as coaches, I've never been involved with any of my colleagues on talking about it. Instant replay. I think a conversation may have came up and they said, well, the university has to pay for it. Well, heck, the university has problems already. We're trying to get academics caught up. We're trying to get all kind of resources to get our facilities up to date. So I think that's a big enough problem. If the conference can't afford to do it, then step up to the NCAA. They make billions of dollars off of these kids week in and week out. So something needs to be done, and I don't think the universities need to pay for it.
And, Coach, I am in agreement with you when you say that the kids are, to some degree, being exploited. They're making millions of dollars off the kids, billions of dollars off the kids, because there was a recent special on TV about college and athletics. If no one's seen this on Epix TV, and there's a whole 2-hour special on that, and it talks about how the money is flowing, how the kids don't benefit from it. So when you talk about that, what about the conference themselves investing in the refereeing just getting better? I think they've taken steps that way, but again, why isn't the refereeing on par with some other leagues, in your opinion?
Well, I don't know. I thought the Pine Bluff game we played, those guys did a great job. It just seems like it just comes down to just certain situations. I just, as coaches, like, we communicate with each other a whole lot. I might use me for example. Before I make a decision to go for a fourth down on a crucial situation, I'll click over and ask my defense coordinator, if we don't get it, do you feel we can stop it? If he says, no, coach, let's play field position, I'm going to punt the ball. I think we just need to do a better job of communicating. I thought the guys, it wasn't a bad call game Saturday night. It just was some crucial calls at a certain particular time that is constantly happening over and over. So I don't know what needs to be done. I just think we need to invest in some instant replay where we can make some challenges for us as coaches. If we could challenge some calls, that'll keep us from getting fined and make it look like we're not talking negative about an official or anything. We can just challenge it. Then if we're wrong at the end of the day, we're wrong. We lose a timeout and the game keep going. But for a key touchdown play to get called, you take that touchdown away, it's a tie ball game now.
Coach, can you talk more about the game, what you saw well out of your team, what you thought y'all should have done well, and what are y'all going to work on this week?
Well, I think we need to work on finishing in the red zone offensively. We need to work on finishing in the red zone, and I heard someone talk about how they said, Southern D-line really got after our quarterback. They did a decent job, but I felt that through the most part of the game, if you go back and look at the film, we did what we wanted to do. We just didn't finish down the stretch. Southern has a good defense. Coach does a great job with his team. But, I just don't think Southern dominated my football team. And I'm not going to sit here and I heard it, but I'm not going to agree with it. I thought our defense played well. We blew a couple of assignments. Our freshman cornerback on that touchdown run, if he stay high shoulder, that run never happens. But he's a freshman. A true freshman. So like I told the kid, it'll happen to you again if you continue to play. But next time, take the top shoulder and let your pursuit come in and help you. We have a good football team, and it's coming around. The sad part about it, the season is winding down. So we're getting ready for spring ball and get ready for recruiting season, and this football season will be back on us before we know it.